Well, Donald Trump has only been US president for just about a day and a half, and companies around the globe are already feeling the pinch, and they're reacting to the latest messages from the White House. One of the first initiatives on Trump's agenda, he banned the development of offshore wind parks. Lars Holter is with Deutsche Welle and joins me from Berlin. Well, how are you, Lars, and how is this affecting German and other European companies?
Thanks for having me. Well, it's a direct hit because European companies are among the most active in the sector, and not just here on the continent, but internationally, with quite some business in the US, at least until now. Let's look at a German company in the sector. That would be energy giant RWE. They were having plans for offshore wind parks totaling an output of 6 gigawatt. That included projects in the New York Bay, off the coast of California, and in the Gulf of Mexico, which, by the way, is still called Gulf of Mexico, despite Trump's weird executive order to name it the Gulf of America. Anyway, these projects would have made RWE the second largest wind energy developer in the US. But all those projects are now off the table per Trump's decree. As for other European companies, Denmark's Ørsted has wind parks with an output of 3 gigawatt running right now, and they were planning a lot more too. Now, Ørsted took an immediate multi-billion write-off on those parks, and that has affected the company's shares and others in the business too. Well, to be fair, shares of these wind energy providers had been falling ever since Trump's election because his aversion to this form of energy had been well known. So as of now, Ørsted shares are down 26%. Turbine builder Vestas is down 27%, and German wind park builder Nordex has dropped by 7%.
All right. And why is Trump banning offshore wind parks when so many have been planned and when they've been producing so much energy, Lars?
Well, it's for purely ideological reasons. Trump, as we've known for a while, operates in a post-factual environment. He has his ideas about certain topics, and facts be damned, he will decide on policy with no regards as to whether it makes sense or not. Look at wind energy in particular. He is saying wind energy is too expensive, it kills whales, and all the machines are being built in China anyway. None of this is actually true. Wind energy has been growing fast in the US and around the globe, mostly because it's comparatively cheap as an energy source. It's a lot cheaper than natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy. There's also no evidence whatsoever that it impacts whales or other marine wildlife, as opposed to other energy sources, because drilling and building pipelines actually does affect wildlife. And then there's the import matter. For years, China's market share in the US wind energy has been dropping, with 95% of parts and technology now coming from Denmark, Germany, Spain, India, and Mexico. So Trump being wrong with every single reason for his ban makes it clear that it won't be easy to turn this around. The new US president is not interested in facts. He simply hates wind energy, and he is posing as an old school oil and gas guy. And that's the image he wants to project now and for as long as it helps him.
All right.